So time for another video. I'm going to be installing the CX intercooler kit with the piping. I won't do a video of exactly how to take off the front bumper. If you go and watch the Velocitech install these in, that video shows you a detailed description of how to do it. So for now, this is the shot, and then after this you'll see the bumper off. Okay, so the bumper is off. I'm going to remove the front intercooler now. So there is a nut and a bolt to remove there. Same thing on the other side. I'm using, I guess, 5/16 fits. I'm sure that's not the right size for the clamp there, but that works there. And then over on the other side, there's this interesting kind of clamp thing. You have to remove those at a position in order to pull that out because it locks into place. So let me do all that and see what's next. Okay, so I released that, and I was fiddling around with that for a while, but can't really figure it out. Don't want to look it up. So the easier way to go would be just release that one. I'm just going to slide everything out to the right, and that should all come out. But that also had that clamp sitting down there. So I just loosened it up, popped it out. That should all slide out now. Yep, so that all came out as one piece. Had to wrestle it out a little bit, but that is it. Now I'm going to remove the cold side of the charge pipe now. And that should come off pretty easy. Just undo the clamp here. There is a bracket, you can kind of see it there. I already removed the bolt, but there is a, I think it's a 12mm bolt that goes there. That holds the pipe so it doesn't move. You can kind of see it there. This just comes off. Unclip this. But it's all fairly easy. And then that will come out to the top by just twisting it out of here. And that is next. So that's done. Mostly easy. You do have to kind of wiggle and wrestle it out of here, but it's not needed to remove that or this or your intake or anything else like that. So as of now, the entire intercooler system's out. Time for that to go in. Okay, so the CX kit comes with two brackets to hold the intercooler in place. The bottom bracket looks like uses those three factory bolt locations, so you just have to undo those from down here. It looks like a 10 mil. This one right there, another one here, and third one there. So undo your bottom tray, slide that in, bolt it back up. Easy enough. The top bracket looks like is located like this here, and so that gets bolted onto that location there and that location there. So that's where that would go. Intercooler fits in between. Let's get that going. So the intercooler is in place now, but I did hit a little snag. I was warned that the CX intercooler kit is missing a couple bolts. Turns out it is. So the bolt that you would need to mount the intercooler onto the bracket there and there and there and there, they don't come with the kit. So what I had to do is I used a couple of washers I had, because you can only have it so long, but the bolt that came out of the top bracket there, I think it's a M8. I just put that one there. Same thing from this side, put it there. Then I had a spare bolt to put there. So for now, that will have to do, hold it in place. I will have to come back and add the two correct bolts that I need down there. So if you do have the CX kit, before you install it, get yourself some bolts. I knew about this. My intention was to get some. I thought I had some here at the house. miscalculated. I had M6s, not M8s. So just heads up. So I got a little carried away and forgot to film quite a bit of it, but so this is 2 3/4. Pipes are all that's 3 inches. 2 3/4 where all the pipes are at. So put the coupler on. I put this first pipe in. Right here there's a coupler. Now that's a straight coupler, and then there's that pipe that goes straight down, then has a bend to it. At that point you use the angled coupler to match up the angle to that pipe, and then that pipe comes into the intercooler. So now I'm going to put this pipe in that I prepped up by putting the couplers on there first. So this pipe will sit just like that, where the where the blow-off valves merge. Will come over this way, and then this will connect to that, loop around, and plug into the intercooler. So I'm going to put all the pipes in. As you'll notice, all the clamps aren't tightened. I'm just putting all the pipes in place with the clamps in place, and once I get everything exactly where I want it, I'm going to go through and tighten all those clamps at the end. So everything's nice and tight. So this pipe, put this one first, then I slid the bottom half through the bottom. I tightened one side of the coupler on the pipe before I did that, so that it'd be easier, and I would only have to tighten one coupler. Then on this side, similar thing. Put the coupler on that pipe, tightened it up. Then I put the pipe in, tightened that coupler, tightened these 2 couplers. These are nice and tight. Fortunately, my battery's low, so my flash is disabled and I can't show you guys more, but that's there. This does mount onto here, but I have a different hose, so it's not long enough. I need to get a different hose for that. And then, yeah, just need to put the bumper back on. But that is the CX intercooler.